Um, last question. We'll break here because I know you've got to get to another event.
Yeah.
The theme this year for the IFA annual convention is evolve.
Mm-hmm.
In 47 years in franchising, how have you seen it evolve, and where do you think it's going?
Well, I mentioned that I signed my first franchise agreement in 1978, and there was no disclosure documents. And had I known what I learned about my franchisor, I don't know if I'd have signed it or not. So that's a big help. The franchise disclosure document's got a ton of information in it. It's really important to go through that, look at the business experience of the people that are running the company. It's important to meet those folks and see if their culture is compatible with yours, because that's a very underrated thing. But if you're going to be in business with these folks for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you want to make sure that you're on the same page. That's critical. Evolution of the industry. The IFA used to be franchisor only until about 95. And in 95, they started expanding and started bringing in franchisees. And that was a major evolution on the part of IFA. And today, IFA is as strong as it is because there's a real strong blend of franchisors and franchisees, and it represents both franchisors and franchisees. We've had several of our chairmen of IFA, of franchisees.
Yeah.
So that's a major evolution. The IFA has two major focuses. One is on education. There's a lot of certified franchise executive. It's a great program. And the other major focus is lobbying and influencing government regulation.
Yeah.
Both at the state and the federal level. So both of those are very, very important to franchising. And like I say, having franchisors and franchisees as part of the IFA makes us a much more powerful and influential organization.
Yeah, well, we believe in it deeply. We've always said, as repeated, not our words, but franchising is being in business for yourself, not by yourself.
That's absolutely true. I mean, it kind of rolls off the tongue, but there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, and it's a great way to get into business in that way, and sort of halfway between working for somebody else and starting a business from completely from scratch. You've got that support network.
You know, if you ask successful franchisees, what is the biggest benefit of being in business for yourself and being in a franchise, was one, most had never been in this business before, including me. I knew nothing about it when I got into it. The other thing is you get control of your life. You get control of how you spend your time. There's a fellow that used to run a department store in my hometown, and he said the best thing about being in business for yourself, you get to choose which 80 hours a week you work. I mean, it's a slight exaggeration, but time with your family and so forth, and having control of your own destiny, that's a very important thing.
Yeah.
And feel good. You can look back and say, I accomplished that. You know, I worked this hard, this long, and look what I've accomplished. And in many cases, passing on down to subsequent generations. We have a lot of second gens, not just my son, but franchisees are now have their kids are running the business.
Yeah.
Very successfully. Yeah.
Well, can't thank you enough for your time today, for all the contributions that you've made to veteran communities, the VFW Foundation, just so many things that you've done throughout the community, and being a role model and a mentor for all the veterans who want to get into franchising. You handle that position with grace. You don't run from it. You embrace it, and we appreciate that greatly.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure.
Good stuff. Thank you, Gordon. All right.